With their duties in the underworld fulfilled, our heroes finally make the arduous trip back to their home world. As Captain Saris briefs our heroes on the tragic events that have unfolded since their departure from Outpost Hope.
Surima led us into Corinthal by way of the cave just outside of the city wall. We made our way through the tunnels until we reached an ancient and secret place that Surima knew would be safe from the Emperor's soldiers. Surima immediately began plans to cripple the Changeling Loyalists, who he believed to be the backbone of the Emperor's control over the city. It was not long after Surima and a group of fighters left for a third strike that a wounded scout returned bearing grave news. The Loyalists were prepared for the strike. Everyone save this one scout had been captured. The Emperor condemned the resistance and scheduled an execution for the rebels. Time is running out for Surima and the others, for this is the day of their execution.
Take heart. The resistance has grown strong in your absence. The hour of Azran's triumph is near. Let's hope that he can live up to our expectations.
Corinthal used to be such a beautiful place, but the Emperor has destroyed that.
Your timing couldn't be better. Surima is still imprisoned in his cell within the Undercity, but it's only a matter of minutes before he is escorted to his death. Rukaji has made no delays in scheduling the execution, which will be a public affair. The crowds are already gathering in the city above. We cannot afford to risk the lives of our already limited army. But since you're here, I must ask you to accompany me. Let's go. Time is as much the enemy as the Emperor.
it that we keep meeting up like this, I wonder? Sometimes I just wish the bastards would kill me when they have the chance. I'm so tired of seeing bars and getting rescued by kids like you. I know. No time for jokes or irony. We have to move fast. Rukaji and his legion of traitors has grown since the last time we were here. We must make our way to Rukaji and face him once and for all. His death is the only way to ensure our secrecy in the safe house. If we lose that, we lose the war.
Stand down! Their suffering is a prize that will be won by my hands.
Rukaji is a skilled fighter, but his arrogance will be his undoing.
I promise you, old friend, this time there will be no escape for you or your treacherous allies.
This is a day for vengeance. You will not fight alone.
I see you found someone to warn you through these long, bloody nights, old friend. How very touching. I'll make certain that her death is long in its suffering.
Resistance must go on! The resistance must go on!
How entirely unfortunate.
The resistance must go on! We must get him back to the safe house at once. Go ahead of us. I will take care of Surima. We will meet you shortly.
I'm getting way too old for this. These injuries are gonna take months to heal. I can't lead the resistance on the front lines. Not like the soldiers look up to you, and I know you've earned Ceres's trust. We've a long way to go before any of us can parade around with our hard-earned pride. Speaking of a long way to go, I think it's time the young prince takes back what's rightfully his. However, we can't very well let him go off into the Emperor's heavily guarded palace all by his lonesome, now can we? Now's not the time to be modest, but don't let this go to your head either. We're still down here in the sewers, aren't we? I've already spoken with Master Surya. He wishes to have a word with you before you take the precious air into certain peril. Well, what are you standing around for? Off with you, Sheriff.
Azran's time has come. We may never again come so close to victory. We must seize the chance before us. Now is the time for Azran to claim his destiny. Now is the time for him to face Nakiva. Azran trusts you, Changeling. He looks up to you. That is why I am trusting you to see Azran safely to the palace. Protect him with your life, for his is far greater than any. I must warn you before you go, Changeling. A terrible guardian awaits you at the doorstep to the palace. A few short years after Atimara was banished from Korenthal, King Zatharum fell ill. As time passed, Zatharum's illness turned into madness. We tried to subdue him. We tried to end his tortured existence. But we could not. His mind had been twisted, and his body made immortal by the dark magics of the underworld. We were left with no choice but to secure Zatharum's remains in the palace cellar. I know now that it was Atimara who cursed him, but that knowledge does little in helping you defeat the abomination. There is no doubt in my mind that Nakiva has taken every advantage of his father's curse. You will need to defeat Zatharum in the cellar vault before gaining entry into the palace. Your efforts in the underworld have weakened the Emperor. Azran will stand a chance at victory. Remember that you cannot interfere in this confrontation. Only blood relatives can harm Nakiva. When Azran and the Emperor meet face to face, you will have fulfilled your duty. It will then be up to the fates to decide the course of our collective destinies, and I shall pray that their favor is with Azran.
Oh, you're alive! When you and the captain left, I thought that was the last time I'd ever see you guys. I can't tell you how happy I am that everyone's back, safe and sound. And Surima, he looks terrible, but he's alive and that's all that matters. I don't know what I would have done if he died. He's the only family I have left. Well, enough talking. I need to take these potions to Surima so he can get back on his feet. Trust me, he can get pretty crabby when forced out of the excitement for too long. Thank you very, very much for everything.
It's about bloody time! We've wallowed in filth and misery long enough! Besides, it's the prince's throne up there. It's his to take. Of course, a really big, nigh invulnerable half-changeling emperor is currently occupying that space. But hey, you'll be with Azran. The emperor doesn't stand a chance. Then again, luck will only go so far. Maybe you should take a few more fighters with you. No, I'm not doubting your abilities as a warrior at all. It's just that. Okay, yes, I'm doubting you. And Azran. Wait, I don't mean it like that. I just mean that, well, this is Nakiva we're talking about. He's invulnerable to anyone except his relatives, and only one of those is on our side. And he's just a kid, for crying out loud. Who am I kidding? We're all doomed.
I'm prepared to seek my throne. Master Surya and the captain have briefed me on the impending mission. It's certain that Nakiva will be expecting us. With you at my side, I am confident that we will survive to face Nakiva. I just hope that we can use his arrogance to our advantage.
That was too close for comfort. Thank you for coming with me, soldier. I cannot tell you how much Surima's safe return means to me. His wounds are rather severe, but Nanide reassures me that he'll make a full recovery. Until then, he needs rest. Surima thinks otherwise. He says I'm overreacting, and that he's had worse and so on and so forth. I don't care what he's survived in the past. He's not going anywhere in that condition. If he tries to go with you, stop him. Do you understand? Yes, that's an order, soldier. We achieved a major victory today. The Changeling Loyalists are lost without their leader. Yes, their numbers remain strong, but their morale was hit hard. However, the Emperor is surely aware of our presence in the city. If Surima's imprisonment wasn't enough to make that clear, Rukaji's death certainly was. We must work quickly to restore Azran to the throne before our location is discovered and all advantages we've gained today are lost.